much, if anything, were you able to get out of Bogues today?
Bogues did not practice today, so he rode the bike on the sideline. We're hoping he'll practice tomorrow, but we'll see.
Still no imaging or anything?
No, no MRI. Excuse me?
I know you said you hoped that he was going to practice today, and
Yeah.
he didn't, so he's just not better at all?
No, I think he made some improvement in the training room, but we didn't want to have him get up and down the floor and risk, hurting it further. So it was better to rest him, and like I said, hopefully tomorrow he'll practice, but we'll see.
How much will you guys do tomorrow, the day before a game?
Well, it's a weird schedule because it's a 6 o'clock start on Monday, so no shoot-around Monday. So tomorrow has to be kind of our shoot-around day. We had a good scrimmage today to get up and down the floor, to get some rhythm, keep our flow, pace, and all that. We watched a lot of film and put our game plan in. Tomorrow will be lighter, but more game planning and kind of final prep.
If you can't get Andrew back, is it as simple as Festus would start?
Yeah, Festus would start.
I was going to go along the same lines of what your plan is.
Yeah.
With that, you guys have so many different options at center. In that scenario, how do you see those minutes between Mo and Barry?
I would think both would play, and then of course we can go Draymond at the center as well if we want. So got a lot of options, a lot of depth, and the good thing is we've had to play without a lot of people this year, and we've had to adapt to that. So we'll figure it out.
OKC shut down the Spurs offense, and their offense is kind of similar to yours somewhat. Have you guys spent a lot of time breaking that down and figuring out how they were?
Yeah. OKC's defense is really good. They're very long and athletic, big front line. So we have to attack them accordingly, and we've seen a lot of different defenses this year. So we're comfortable and confident that we can score, but we're going to have to be sharp to do so.
Seems like there could be anything new that you guys haven't seen, any new wrinkles?
I don't think so. I think we've seen pretty much everything. The Spurs really gave us a new look late in the season where they just ran out at Steph at 30 feet from the basket, forced him into a drive. That was different, but for the most part, I think we've seen everything we're going to see.
So it seems like the last two practices have run rather long. Were they good practices? Were they productive?
Yeah, good practice. We had a long film session. Probably watched half an hour of film, which is actually normal for the start of a series. We watch a lot of clips, and then as the series goes on, we'll watch fewer and fewer as we get a better feel for what they do. But it was, the last part of the season, we hardly had any practice time, just because we had so many games. So when we have days off like we do now, practices tend to be longer. We can afford to get them on their feet more and put them through more drill work.
You guys rebounding yesterday, Steve. Did that come up a lot during film and scrimmaging? And they out-rebounded opponents by 8.4. How impressive is that?
Yeah, it's the best rebounding team in the league. They rebound from every position, too. Westbrook gets a lot of offensive boards from the point guard spot, and that was a big problem for the Spurs in this last series. Second chance points for OKC. That's a big point of emphasis for us.
How do you practice this kind of thing? You practice rebounding, you just emphasize walking out, or do you practice?
You watch a lot of film. You keep reminding guys, get back into play. It's not just the big guys boxing out. It's the guards, boxing out at the foul line, or it's the guards getting back into play. If they've rotated out to a shooter, they can't just fly by the shooter and just stand and watch. They got to fly by the shooter and then get back inside the three-point line, top of the key area to be ready for long rebounds and tip-outs and that kind of stuff. So can't stop playing.
When they out-rebounded you, was like 16.
Yeah.
What was some of the issues?
It was mainly just long rebounds. They beat us to long rebounds. They beat us up inside with Adams and Cantor. And the other two games we were solid. We were, I think, within 3 or 4 rebounds in the terms of the differential. So we need to keep it close. We probably won't out-rebound them, but if we can keep it relatively close, that'll be important for us.
Is it hard to balance staying in the play and trying to get the rebound versus trying to punish them in transition for loading so much the
It's actually not that hard because usually on tape, it's not like our guys are running down to the other end. They're just sort of standing 30 feet out, just looking at the ball instead of being in a basketball position. It's, knees bent, hands ready to pounce. And so there's going to be 4 or 5 long rebounds, tip outs a game. And if our guards are out there and they get them, that's important for us. And they're still in position where if we do secure the ball, they can get out and run the wing.
Steph actually said he was surprised that, given that rebounding differential in that February game, that you guys pulled that one out. I mean,
yeah. How many times in NBA history has a team won when they were out rebounded by 30? Raymond probably knows, so you guys feel free to ask Raymond afterwards. But that was we can't expect that to happen again.
They had 23 turnovers.
What's that?
OKC had 20.
Yeah, that was the flip side. And we had 11. Yeah.
How many times in NBA history has a team lost when a guy on their team hits 12 3-pointers?
Good point. Raymond will know that too.
Worrying about rebounding, or do you think that's kind of going to take care of itself by spring?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, we did go small against them occasionally during the season, and we'll try it, I'm sure, at times during the series, and we'll just get a feel. Every game's different. Ball bounces a little differently from game to game. You never know. So.
It'd be kind of fun to see maybe if they keep their big guys in and use those small.
Sure. Yeah, and I would expect that'll happen at some point.
You talk about guys being live at all times. I assume you're not thinking about Draymond. He seems to be live at all times. But is he kind of the model of what you want guys to just always leave on the alert to the ball and just knowing where you are and that kind of thing?
Yeah. Draymond's always looking for that rebound. His second jump is incredible. So the main focus is the big guys have to get a body on people in the paint, and the guards have to stay in the play. Those two things, and sometimes that means boxing out if they see a guy running in from the perimeter, put a body on that guy, and if not, if their men are running back in transition, they've got to be ready to pounce on the long rebound. They can't be leaking out.
You mentioned that you can do everything right against Kevin, and he can still score sometimes. But how much confidence do you have in Andre being your guy that goes against him for 25
Yeah, Andre has a good feel. He's played against Durant for years. Andre understands the concept of try to take away the easy one and respect the fact that he's going to make some hard ones and don't let it get you down. He doesn't hang his head. Durant can make 4 or 5 challenge shots in a row, and that's okay. But if you let him get 4 or 5 transition dunks because you turn the ball over and you're dealing with him making challenge shots, and you're in big trouble.
Is that mental side of it what makes Andre so special on the defensive end?
I think that's part of it, just his awareness of the total game, the big picture, Same thing guarding Kobe, make him take tough shots, trust that over the course of the game, the law of averages will even out, and if you do your job consistently without getting down, without hanging your head, then things can work out.
All right, thanks. We should just start with, has anything dramatically changed since yesterday? Yeah.